Welcome to Manifested Publishers. My name is Mr. Mariga, and I will be teaching you advanced management accounting. And we are continuing with the previous lesson, or the previous topic of budgetary control systems. And today, I want us to talk about budgetary control systems. I want us to talk about budgetary control systems. Now, budgetary control systems are systems put in place by the management of an organization when they are preparing budgets. Remember, these budgets are prepared with the main intention of showing you future expected performance, since they act as planning tools. So budgets here are planning tools, which must be prepared by the management, and they must be in line, or by the organization, and they must be in line with the strategic goals of that organization. We have various budgetary control systems that an organization can use. Number one, we have a top-down budgetary control system. Now, a top-down budgetary control system is a control system whereby the management of an organization prepares the budget, then it gives the lower level managers, or the subordinates, but mostly the lower level managers, to implement the budget. So this one is prepared by top level managers in line with the strategic decisions or the strategic plans. Then it is passed on to the lower level managers for implementation. The opposite of that top-down budgetary control system is what we refer to as bottom-up. So the second one, a bottom-up control system. A bottom-up control system is normally done is a budgetary system where budgets are prepared by lower level managers, and they are passed to the top level managers for verification, for analysis, to see that they are okay. Bottom up, bottom-up system. Lower level managers prepare them and pass them to the top level managers. It is the exact opposite of top down. Top down is said it is the upper level managers who pass it to who? To lower level managers. So bottom up is the exact opposite. Now here the lower level managers are preparing and doing the necessary actions and passing it along to the to the top level managers. The third budgetary control system is a rolling budget control system. A rolling budget control system, just like the name suggests, it is a budget that is continuously updated by the user by adding a further period. So this rolling budget, there is continuous update by adding a further a further period. Okay, rolling budget. Then the fourth control system of a budget is zero-based budgeting, which we refer to as ZBB. Now, zero-based budget are budgets prepared here from scratch or from zero. So this one, they start from scratch. So you do not use previous information when you're preparing these what? Budgets, and that is why they are referred to as zero-based what? Budgets. As zero-based budgets. The fourth, or rather the fifth, budgetary control system or method of preparing budgets is activity-based system. Or ABB. Now, activity-based budgeting here, budgets are prepared by looking at the activity. So here you look at the activity and the cost driver. So you look at the activity and the cost driver. The cost driver we normally say is the cost of the activity being undertaken. The cost of the activity being undertaken. What costs it to be undertaken? That is what we refer to as activity-based system. It is almost very similar to when you talk about what? To this particular topic, when you are talking about overhead costing in intermediate level. When we talked about overhead costing in intermediate level, we talked about activity-based costing, where again you identify your activity and the reason why that activity was undertaken and the reason why the activity was undertaken. The fifth budgetary system, or the fourth budgetary system, is an incremental budgetary system. Now, incremental budgetary system normally looks or prepares budgets by increasing revenues and what? Costs. By increasing revenues and costs of the previous what? Periods. It is the exact opposite of zero-based what? Budgeting. Zero-based budgeting, if said, you start from scratch. See if you've not prepared it again. So, but this one here, what you're simply doing is increasing the revenues and cost of previous what? Budgets. The revenues and cost of previous budgets. To incorporate the changes that will do what? Will take place during the what? The period. This is also known as traditional system. It is also known as a traditional system of preparing of what? Budgets. Of preparing budgets, where you simply increase or incorporate changes to the previous what? Budgets, so that you can get new what? Or have new what? Budgets. Now those are the various applications of budgetary control systems. Of budgetary control what? Systems. So let's just recap them. We said this is prepared by top management, or it is looked at by top management, then passed to the what? To the lower management. This is prepared by lower level management, and then taken to the top management for them to check. Then your rolling budget, you increase a period here. Date is increased here, yeah, where you now open a new what? A new period. Zero-based budget, if said you prepare your budget based on from scratch, where you don't have previous information. Then activity-based budgeting, if said identify the activity and the cost driver. Then incremental budgeting or traditional system is basically you incorporate changes by increasing previous budgets, previous period budget. Previous period what? Budgets. Previous period budgets. Those are the various what? Budgetary control systems that an organization will tend to use. So far, we've come to the end of this particular what? Topic, which is topic 7, your syllabus, and these are the items we've covered. So in this topic, we've talked about applications of budgetary control system, which is also there. We've also talked about use of operational variances. Yes. In reconciling operational or rather original with actual, original with actual performance, with actual performance. We have also talked about advanced variance analysis. We have talked about your ex post variances, which are planning and operational variances that we have covered successfully. Your applications of learning curve. And ABB or ABC invariance analysis. And lastly, investigation of variances. All right, that is all that the syllabus requires you to understand as far as variances are concerned. So from me and on behalf of Manifested Publishers, goodbye and God bless you, and see you next time.